Hey, what is up, guys? I am Hippie. I want to welcome you back to a brand new episode of the Hippie Snuggles podcast. It's quite an interesting episode today because we have a pretty special guest. We have Alan Becker here. You want to go ahead and just tell us a little bit about yourself? A lot of these people probably already know
Uh,
who you are, but just let them get to
well,
know you a little bit.
okay. Hi. I'm Alan Becker. I'm a YouTuber. I do animations on my YouTube channel, a lot of stick figure animations. One of my animations went viral in 2006, Animator Vs Animation, and I continued that series till this day. And I also um, recreate Miyazaki movies in Minecraft.
Sweet.
Perfect. So we decided to get a bunch of questions together and just kind of, I guess, let people get to know you a little bit and I guess figure you out a little bit. So.
Cool.
What inspired you, or what led you into creating animations?
Well, it was a hobby. In high school. I had a lot of hobbies, but this is like the one that stuck. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just really fun making drawings move and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
All right. uh, when did you start uploading on YouTube? And yeah.
Mm, when did I start uploading on YouTube? So, when I started animating, or doing animations, yeah, it was 2006, and that was actually before YouTube was big. So I um, put them on newgrounds.com, which was like where people put their animations.
Yeah.
And that's where it went viral. And then um, basically, and it wasn't until like a year or two later that I found out that YouTube was like the next thing. And then once I put it on YouTube, there were already like hundreds of other people that put it on there first. So I had to compete with
Yeah.
all these other copies. So that
Wow,
was 2007.
that's crazy though that you had to kind of compete people with your own
With your
content.
own
Yeah,
stuff.
that's how it is. That's how it
So,
was
did you
back
ever
then.
imagine that animated versus animation would become such a big thing, or was it just kind of a little
Eh,
thing for you at the time?
No, yeah, it was just a hobby. I mean, like, um, I was just, hoping for big things on just Newgrounds. Like, uh, I was hoping for like a 5-star rating and like, get on the front page of
Yeah.
Newgrounds, and that was it. And anything else would have been extra. Yeah.
Do you have any like animators or artists like you look up to or get inspired by?
Well, obviously Miyazaki is my probably favorite animator. Because his imagination is just beyond any other like creative person I've ever seen. Being able to create worlds that you can totally just not predict at all. Other movies you watch and it's like, okay, I could have predicted that, or like you feel like it it fits in your scope of imagination, but like some of the things in Spirited Away, just like I still don't understand why, like why the three bouncing heads,
Yeah.
why does Yubaba have such a big head, all those things, like why did you choose that? And it's like cool because like you just kind of accept it, like you do when you're dreaming, you accept those things, but then you look
Yeah.
back on them and you're like that was weird. So
Yeah.
it, that's the animator I respect the most.
Yeah. So, what is your favorite part of the process of making animations itself?
Honestly, um, that's hard to answer.
Hmm.
Um, I can't say that animation is my number one passion.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's like, somewhat of a job, but it's fun too.
Yeah.
Um, I guess the favorite, I don't know, the part that I enjoy the most is just kind of zoning out and like having all the planning done and the main poses all set up, and then just being able to listen to some music and just like mindlessly fill in the rest of the drawings. That's like my favorite part.
Yeah.
Do you have
Yeah.
any goals as an animator or like anything particular?
Okay. Goals as an animator. Um, well, actually, I would love to have a online animation studio where I can basically come up with a story and then my animators basically do the rest and um, have it be very self-sufficient, a very like organized system
Yeah.
where um, like I have people managing people, so it's like a tree
Who's on
and
top of
on top of it. Well, I guess if it's like a tree, then I would be like the trunk. Anyway, but yeah, that I mean, I have plans for that, but I think that's my goal for now.
That's awesome. Um, so you're talking about it running smoothly. Let's just think of the complete opposite of that. What is the most stressful project that you've ever had to work on?
Oh man, stressful project I've ever had to work on. Okay, I actually did a animated short in college, my senior year of college, and it was my favorite class. Oh, I actually took this class twice because the first time I took it was amazing. We made a animated short in one semester, and it was really fun.
Hmm.
Second semester, not so fun because were severely disproportional. Okay, how do I say this? There weren't enough animators in the class.
Uh,
Mostly like um, 3D modelers and
Oh,
like sound designers. I don't know, but
yeah.
basically I had to do a lot of work, and we had to outsource like other animators from other classes to get the project done, which we actually never got it done.
Oh,
And it was pretty stressful. Basically, when you can't choose the people that you work with, you get a lot of unideal people
yeah.
on your team. So, yeah.
how'd you find out of like Studio Ghibli and like all the animations and stuff?
How did I first find out about them?
Yeah.
Well, that was probably as a young boy when my grandma recommended us to watch My Neighbor Totoro. And from there, I think I saw Princess Mononoke and then Spirited Away. But that was way back when it first came out, so I was still like really young. And then like just like you know, um, several years later when I saw Spirited Away again, it kind of hit me in a way that it never did before.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what started my Minecraft obsession.
So that actually kind of answers our next question, but maybe you'll be able to move on that a little bit more. So, when was it that you first got the idea of recreating the films into Minecraft?
Yep, exactly. Yep. That was 2010 uh December after I had just seen Spirited Away, and I basically wanted to be in the movie very, very badly.
Yeah.
And I had just gotten into Minecraft. Was that 2011? Anyway, um, so I set out to recreate that feeling that I had, or that desire of like wandering through this enormous bathhouse. And it actually didn't start with making the literal bathhouse in Minecraft. It was like a kind of a similar structure
Yeah.
um, that had the same feeling, but then I realized no, I have to make the literal bathhouse,
Yeah.
and so I pulled out MC Edit and um, put together a simple yeah structure that ended up going through hundreds and hundreds of iterations
Yeah.
until you see the bathhouse today.
Yeah. When did you need to know that you need like extra builders and you couldn't do it on your own?
it took way longer than it needed to. Um, maybe 3 or 4 years of just working solo and being like, yeah, I don't trust anyone else to like do, you know, to get the level of realism as me.
Yeah.
But then when I actually read a book about being an entrepreneur, and this book enforced the importance of outsourcing and how you can't run a business um, if you're doing all the work, because you can't work on the business when you're working in the business. um, but yeah, that kind of inspired me to like actually ask for help, and I found out that there's a lot of people that are better at building than I
Oh,
am. So you just never know.
yeah. So just recently you've released the full trailer for the Totoro world, and it kind of blew up online, didn't it? A lot of
Yeah,
different websites were bringing
yeah.
attention to it, and so what was your kind of, I guess, reaction to the amount of attention that it ended up getting?
Well, I was hoping for that amount of attention
Yeah,
because of the attention I got from Spirited Away in
yeah,
Minecraft. I didn't expect that from happening. But it didn't. Yeah, the Totoro attention didn't happen in the way that I thought it would. Um, because I was basically completely relying on Reddit, the
yeah,
front page of the internet, to spread the word, and it really didn't work. It really didn't catch on Reddit, and then so I assumed that Totoro in Minecraft was a failed project, or not a failed project, but like
yeah,
it wasn't. It didn't catch. But
yeah,
then it's somehow ended up catching anyway, which is really cool.
yeah.
Sweet. Do you have any particular favorite Ghibli film? Like,
Well, my favorite Ghibli film, Spirited Away. Um, Second place. Oh God. Second place. Um, that's a good question. I'd say like a tie. Oh, this is really hard because Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, and Totoro are all amazing, but in totally different ways.
Yeah.
Um, I would say Princess Mononoke would be second, actually, because it gave me that similar sense of wonder,
yeah.
whereas the other two didn't as much.
Interesting. I haven't seen that one yet. We're gonna have to try to check that one out.
Yes, a lot more
So,
violence.
a lot more what?
Violence.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Interesting. So what's the
Spoiler.
current goal on the server, Spirited Life? What are the current plans and what's your next big project and things that you're currently working on?
Plans on the server. I would love to have it be even more. Yeah, right now it's a very nice system we have. We have application form. People um, people apply through the website, through watching the YouTube videos, and then we have a team of managers that sort through the applications and vote on each applicant, and then they get accepted, and then they move up the ranks as from builder to builder plus, and then if they want to become a manager, they can apply to become a manager. The system is very good right now, but I feel like it could be better and um, more organized.
Yeah.
We don't have currently a system for anyone who wants to submit textures or block models. And right now, that's the thing that actually is taking up the most work for me. And
Yeah.
I'd like to also outsource. um, Other than that, Howls of Castle is our next project, and um, it'd be nice after that to maybe put another one of the European Ghibli movies in the same world, perhaps
Yeah.
Kiki's Delivery Service, maybe even um, Laputa Castle in the Sky. Um, so yeah, right now it's just continuously growing, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So I do have one last question from us, and I totally did not write this down just about
Sweet.
20 minutes ago, but could you tell me what it was like being retweeted by Nick Offerman? Was it as amazing as I would think it was going to be?
I was so psyched. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. For the listeners who don't know what happened, I carved a pumpkin at a like Halloween party of Nick Offerman, the Ron Swanson character from Parks and Rec, and I was like, hey, I should like I should like show it to him. And people were telling me how he's like active on Twitter, and I saw that he had 1 million like followers and everything. So I was like, okay, I'll like tweet it to him, and I went to sleep, and I totally didn't expect him to like see it, but yeah, he retweeted it and got like 200,000 views from that. So that was awesome.
That's pretty amazing. So we decided to open it up. We made a video and let some of our viewers get some questions for you as well because I always
Oh,
like doing
sweet.
that, letting people try to help us out with anything that we can. And so we got some viewer questions. So actually, from one of our friends, Smeffy, she asked, "What is animating things on a daily basis like? And do you enjoy what you do?"
What is animating on a daily basis like?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know. I don't animate on a daily basis.
Oh God, no.
Oh gosh, this is awkward.
Just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, but I try to. I definitely try to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can get pretty tough actually. Like when you're just starting out a project, which I kind of am. It involves a lot of like brain work, and it's kind
Yeah.
of exhausting. Once you get past that, the planning and everything, then it's like kind of smooth. It's like going up a mountain and then coasting down it.
Yeah.
But yeah, some days it's just like I'll like work for an hour and then feel like I have to take a nap or play a game or
Yeah.
something. But it's like yeah, it's just something that you have to get through. And but do I like animating? Yes, for the most
Okay.
part.
I'm so glad you said yes.
I
It would have been
hope
so
you.
awkward if you were like, "No, man, I hate it now."
I
And
just had to do
oh
it,
God.
man. You don't understand. Alright. Craft Pig asks, what is your favorite non-Ghibli films?
Hey, Craft Pig. non favorite non Ghibli films. um, I really like. Let me think about this. Um, I mean, obviously, big Disney Pixar films like Toy Story 3, one of my favorites. Uh, Emperor's New Groove. Um, Wreck-It Ralph. But like even branching out of uh, animated films, really like Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, wow.
Very, very deep and thoughtful movie.
Yeah.
Um, Man, some people like have a list that they just have in their brain. They can just like
Yeah.
spit out like 50 movies. I don't. I'm like thinking
I
of
don't.
that right now. So that uh, yeah, that's my list.
Yeah. It's a good list though.
Thank you.
So Mushi Hai asked, "How did you first find out about Minecraft?" I think you briefly talked about that, but I don't
Did
think
not
you exactly
say
told about how you found it exactly.
Yeah, my friends. It was after we playing a game of frisbee. They're like, "There's this new game, there where you can like place 3D, where you can place and break blocks in this 3D world, and it's like, I think you would really like it. It's called, I forget what it's called. It's like Minecraft or something." I thought like that's a stupid name, and then and then we like got on it and we were like making some pixel art or something like Mario, and
Yeah.
then I was like, okay, that's cool. Um, and then I kind of didn't play it, or I didn't like think much of it. And then later they kind of got more into it, and I kind of saw how the game was developing, and then I got into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kip the Great asks, if you could have a fan meetup anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh my gosh, what? A fan meetup
I
anywhere in
don't
the world? Okay.
gotta roll with it.
Well, logistically, somewhere close to home. Which- but
Teleport to Japan.
non-logistically, non-logistically, Thailand is amazing. Japan, Hawaii, I don't know. Uh, but that would be very stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. So King Martin asks, and I'm gonna try to word this a little bit better because it sounded a bit brutal. What is something that you need to accomplish before you die?
You want to do before you die.
Can't
Is
imagine
it-
what it what it said before.
I'll just read it to you. Is what do you want to do before you die?
Okay. Is he about to come and kill me or something?
Well,
Gotta get it done, Alan.
Okay. Okay. Let me think about this. One thing I want to do before I die. Okay. Definitely. I would love to have kids and have a family, and have my kids do great things. Be
that is
great
a
people.
pretty amazing answer. I probably would have said something like, "I'll go to Japan" or "I'll go to Europe" or something. But
Billionaire. I gotta fly.
man, so
Genuine
we
question.
actually have one last question, and
Cool.
I saved this one for the end, just in case it's too hard hitting and you just don't know how to answer it. It is from Ender Gaming, and it is, Alan, what is your favorite food?
Oh
I know
shoot!
it's tough.
I didn't expect this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know about. Can we just like end it?
We can.
Shoot.
We want to thank you guys so much for the
I'm
podcast.
just. uh, okay, I'll try my best.
You got
My
this. No pressure.
favorite food. Okay, can't get this wrong.
Yeah.
Um. Hmm. That's actually a really hard question. I'm not sure. Uh, I have a really big sweet tooth, so I like anything with sugar, even if it's
Yeah.
like barbecue sauce or ketchup, which has a lot of sugar, but it's like savory. So like I like American food. Uh, Despite my love of Japanese culture, I will always love some barbecue ribs, mashed potatoes, and
Okay.
mac and cheese and baked beans over miso soup and rice.
I gotta be honest, that sounds like the worst thing ever. Just imagine like pork and beans just floating in some soup, and oh man,
No,
delicious.
I didn't say that I would put it in miso soup.
Oh, I see, I see, I see.
I would prefer them over miso soup.
Oh, okay, oh, okay. That
Combine
makes
them all.
much more sense than what I thought. I just imagine you taking it all after and dumping it in this
That is the
huge
worst
bowl of
thing ever.
soup. That is the worst thing ever. So we found out his favorite food and his least favorite food in a matter of 3 minutes. So,
Yes.
but the time has come for the real outro now. I just want to thank you so much for letting us do this and giving us the opportunity to sit down, talk to you, get to know you a little bit better, and let people get to know you a little
Yeah.
bit more. But
Awesome.
that's
That
gonna
was
go
great.
ahead and do it though for now. I have been Hippie, and I'll see you guys next time.
Take care.